guys, welcome back to another brand new video. This video is definitely gonna be a lot different than any of my other ones. Let me just kind of explain it a little bit. So there is this professional Call of Duty league, the CDL. What you're seeing on your screen here is this is the first week of the Call of Duty season, the Pro League, you could say. It's opening weekend. So basically what I'm going to do is each week I'm going to give you my predictions on who I think is going to win, and I'll give you the map count. All the maps are best of 5, and I just kind of want to do this, like I like doing this with regular sports like football, basketball, stuff like that. So I want to do this but for Call of Duty, and I could do it through the playoffs and through the championships and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna give it a shot. I don't know how many of you actually pay attention or watch any of this, but I kind of want to do it because I think it'd be kind of fun. So here we go. I'll also tell you all the team names and stuff like that. So the first match on Thursday, we have the Los Angeles Thieves, which is also known as the 100 Thieves, versus the Minnesota Rocker. Now, they did play a couple of the preseason matches, and I don't want to base my judgment too much off of that, but one of the things is knowing these two rosters a little bit. And before I get any further, I'm not some analyst or anything. I like competitive Call of Duty. I watch it, but I don't know the most about it. I just know some of the players, and I'm just giving my best guesses. So anyways, back to who I think is going to win. In this first match on Thursday, I think with the way the LA Thieves are constructed is if they get off to a slow start, it doesn't feel like they have much of a real leader that I don't want to abuse real leader, but that if they don't get off to a fast start, that they could kind of fall apart and kind of just lose full. And the Rocker, I think they have a very a team that's eager to win. Minnesota didn't do too great last year, so I'm actually going to take Minnesota Rocker in an upset. I know the LA Thieves would be definitely a heavy favorite in this, but I'm going to go with the Rocker. The second match on Thursday, there's the Dallas Empire, who are the reigning world champions, versus the Seattle Surge. I love the Seattle Surge. I live in Seattle. I've been living there for about 15 years, but Dallas is definitely easily the clear favorite. Seattle's roster is definitely a lot better this year than it is last year. Last year, Seattle was the worst team in the league, and Dallas was the best team in the league. So I think also watching Dallas's preseason match that they're definitely the favorites of this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Empire in maybe a 3-1, and I didn't give the one to the one before. I'll take the Rocker in a 3-2. It'll be a close match, but in Dallas versus Seattle, I'm going to take a 3-1, maybe even a 3-0 to Dallas Empire. Another game that I don't know will be very close is Optic Chicago versus the Paris Legion. Optic looked insane on their preseason opening weekend, and I didn't get to see too much Paris. Paris's roster is kind of all over the place. Even the offseason, they kind of said they didn't really know what they were doing. So I definitely think Optic is definitely the heavy favorite here, and I'm going to take Optic probably in a 3-0 fashion. Now we have Atlanta FaZe versus Gorillas, LA Gorillas. Atlanta FaZe was the runner-up last year, got second place. LA had a pretty rough season last year. Their roster does look a little bit better than last season, and Atlanta's has a very scary roster, and they've been frying in scrims and stuff like that. I think FaZe is definitely an easy favorite here. I'm going to take them to win in a 3-0 fashion as well. In the first match on Saturdays, the Gorillas play again. I'm definitely going to take Gorillas in this. Right now, I can't really say much about Paris. I haven't seen many of their players play. I haven't really seen their scrims too much. I'm basing this one pretty much just off of rosters. I just think Gorillas have more talent than Paris, so I'm going to take Gorillas to win 3-1. Also, I think this is going to be the hardest week to predict because they had a couple preseason matches, but they weren't going 100%. And the only thing else I have to base off of is scrims, which is just their practice. So I think this might be the hardest week to predict because there's just no real matches in the books yet. So back to the next one. We have the Florida Mutineers versus the Toronto Ultra. This, I think, could potentially be a very good matchup. This one was kind of hard for me to pick because I don't know too much about these two teams, about their rosters. I think they're pretty evenly matched. But I'm going to base a little bit off of last year because they haven't put anything in the books yet. So I'm going to put Mutineers definitely. I think this one will be close. I'm going to say a 3-1, but it's going to look closer than what the 3-1 predicts. I think the matches, all four of the matches, are going to be really close, but I think Mutineers are going to squeak it out 3-1. Now, with this match, the LA Thieves are playing the New York Subliners. New York's roster is a bit shaky right now. They have the former world champion Clayster. He's got, three championships now. But outside of him, the roster is a bit shaky, and I think with my prediction of LA losing the first match, which would be a big upset, I think they know that they have to win this one, and I think they'll just kind of be more ready to go and be more on top of it. So I'm going to take LA, kind of a blowout. I'm going to take them 3-0 over New York. Royal Ravens versus the Seattle Surge. Royal Ravens is London, and they have one of their players having to step in. They're having a different player step in because of traveling issues with COVID. One of their players, obviously from London, he can't make it out to Atlanta. It's opening weekend. They're playing in Atlanta, so they're probably not going to be able to make it out to Atlanta. And I think for Seattle, since they had such a horrible season last year, I think it's going to be huge for them to get a win, like come out of the gate hot and get wins. And, you know, they don't get a good draw playing the Empire, the former world champions, first. I mean, that's just unlucky. But I think they know they have to win this one and kind of get the ball rolling. So I'm going to take Seattle to win this. That might be a bit of an upset. I'm going to take them 3-2. And then next one, we have Empire versus Rocker. Once again, right now, I just can't really bet against Empire with how great they looked preseason this year and obviously winning the World Championship last season. And I think their roster's only gotten better. I think Rocker will definitely give them trouble. I don't think it'll be an easy match for them, but I do think Dallas just has more firepower right now. So I'm gonna take them to win 3-2 over Rocker, but it's gonna be a close one. I'm gonna take Dallas though. Last matchup of the week: Atlanta versus Chicago. FaZe versus Optic. This is one of the biggest rivalry Call of Duty has ever had since Call of Duty competitive kind of became a thing. So they had to put it the last match of the week. I am so pumped for this one. This is going to be, I hope it'll be the best match of the weekend. But sometimes these matchups, these teams are so good. Sometimes they're one-sided. I'm hoping it's a 3-2. I hope it's a really close game. Personally, I'm going to take Optic. But this one can be honestly a coin flip. I'm going to take Optic on this one. I'm going to take them to win 3-2. I think it's going to be a really good game. But these are my week 1 pick'ems. If you own Black Ops Cold War, if you go into League Play, you can actually do your own pick'ems and see the standings in the Cold War game, which is actually kind of cool. I think you also might be able to watch this from there, which would be really cool because then you can kind of track your own progress, pick your own picks, and see how you do. This is kind of what I'm doing. I'm just kind of sharing it to everybody. I don't know if anyone cares or if anyone actually watches this, but I'm just kind of putting it out there. But like I said, this will be going up on Wednesday. Yes. So this will be going up the day before this starts, which will actually be 1 month of straight uploading. So hats off to us. We did it. We uploaded every day for a month straight. But I'll kind of just be doing these videos once a week until the season's over. I think the Call of Duty season roughly runs February to late August, early September kind of area. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. But anyways, guys, these are my picks for the first week. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about this or where you can watch it, you can watch it on YouTube, you can watch it on Twitch. If you have any questions about the teams or anything like that, you can always ask me. I know a decent amount, not everything, but if you need what cities they're from or who's on their team or stuff like that. So hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you want more of me, make sure to follow me on Twitch. I may even stream watching this kind of live so you guys can be there if you guys want to. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.